everyone, Miss GoElectric here. You know, I love living an electric lifestyle, and sometimes I have to be able to charge my e-bikes, scooters, and other equipment when I'm not near a building or my EV to be able to power it up. And I also need an uninterruptible power supply at my studio so that if the power goes out, I don't lose my work with all my computer and editing gear. This here is the AllPowers R1500 portable power station, and it promises to do it all. Let's unbox it and find out if it's great.
The AllPowers R1500 is a lithium iron phosphate portable power station with a capacity of 1,152 watt-hours. LFP chemistry enables higher life cycle, meaning you should be able to fully charge and discharge this unit 3,500 times with 80% overall capacity remaining and 6,500 times with 50% overall capacity remaining. This device is capable of outputting 1,800 watts with a peak of 3,000 watts with all ports and outlets considered. The pure sine wave inverter delivers clean power. It has 4 USB ports, 2 USB-A at 18 watts max, and 2 USB-C at 100 watts max. One 12-volt DC automobile auxiliary power outlet offers 10 amps maximum. There are also 2 wireless charging pads outputting a maximum of 30 watts. There are 4 NEMA 515 120-volt AC outlets. The bank of outlets outputs an overall maximum of 1,800 watts. The maximum wattage per AC outlet is unspecified. It can accept a maximum charge rate of 1,500 watts as quickly as 0 to 80% in just 45 minutes using multiple simultaneous sources. The device is 16.25 inches wide by 12.28 inches tall and 10.43 inches deep and weighs 36.8 pounds. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth compatibility, including app integration. The AllPowers R1500 has a suggested retail price of $999. Safety and operating certifications include UL, PSE, CE, FCC, ROHS, and UKCA. It comes with a 5-year warranty.
All right, what do we have here? We have the envelope that contains the warranty documents along with the user manual, which is really detailed, so I'd love to see this. And then we also have this portable bag that contains the cables to be able to charge this device. We'll get into this a little bit later, but let's move on to the R1500. All right, now that I have turned the device on, it looks like it is showing that it's 76% state of charge, and as you saw, I just pulled it out of the box, so that's how it comes shipped. I have information on here that is providing the input figure for how many watts is coming in, and along with the output figure for the watts right underneath that. This says there's a little clock at the very bottom that says that there are 8 days remaining. So that's how long you'd be able to use it, depending on how much of that power is being drawn out. And I'm sure that fluctuates with whatever we're drawing or putting in. There's a power button right here that turns on the USB ports. And then there's also another button right here that turns on the 120-volt outlets. So you can see underneath here, these are rubberized flats, which are probably good for camping scenarios, not only to protect them from getting condensation or any kind of water in there, but also they're easy to wipe down. But as you can see, there are 4 total 120-volt outlets here. There's also a 12-volt automotive port here, 2 wireless charging pads on top. So if you want to put your cell phone or any kind of device that is compatible with that, it's pretty nice and easy and convenient. All right, now let's look at the side of the device. This first side has the inputs. To access this panel, you just press down at the very bottom. Now you want to be careful because this piece is plastic, so that might break easily, but I do like that not only when you have it closed, it's secure, but it stays open itself, so you don't have to like fumble around with this while you're trying to access these inputs. Now there's a 120-volt port for the power supply, and then there is a reset button so that if there is a fault, you can just press that and reset it. And then finally, there is an XT60 DC input here that you might want to use for solar panels. Now on the other side, You also access this panel by pressing down at the bottom, so same concept as we saw on the other side, but these ports might look a little bit different, and that's because you can stack these up and make a big power bank by buying another one of these units and putting it on top. You can plug them in with the cable that they offer from AllPowers, and then they'll be able to work in unison. Now on the back here, this shows all of the specifications and it lists all the certifications here. So you have UL, PSE, you have FCC, ROHS, so a lot of really great safety certifications here. Plus there is a serial number right here on the back. Now let's check out the bottom. We have 4 little rubberized feet here, so that'll keep it from slipping if you are on a surface that might be a little glossy. So far the quality looks pretty good. It seems durable. I love the rubberized pieces that cover up all these ports and these mechanisms that keep these tight. And I do think that the top here is a little bit slick of a surface, so maybe a little bit of a rubberized for your phone to be sitting on top without having it slide around would be nice. Otherwise, I'm really impressed with the quality of the materials. The handles underneath here also have a rubberized texture to them, and they feel like it's going to be fairly easy to carry that for a little bit longer periods of time, even though it is about 36 pounds. The ventilation on this looks amazing, and it has very porous sides, so the cross flow should be pretty good. All right, AllPowers has sent me a solar panel with this as well, so let's unbox that and test it out. On the back of the solar panel here, there's a pouch that contains all the cables and connectors that you would need. This has a DC barrel connector, which works with these adapters here. So pretty much any kind of DC capable device, you'd be able to use these in conjunction with that cable. Then there is a connector that will actually have alligator clips on it. So say you need to charge up a 12-volt battery, whether that's in your car or maybe a marine battery, a lawnmower or anything like that, a golf cart, this will be able to trickle charge that. And then there is an XT60 cable, which is what will plug into the R1500 for this solar panel. There's also a little user manual in here so that if you need to know the difference between all of these, it's right there and available. I like this handle here. It has like almost like a rubberized cushion here, so that'll be comfortable to carry, and it feels really durable. There are these clasps, so let's open this up. All right. This is pretty big, a little bit bigger than my table, but on the back here, you probably noticed this is actually going to allow you to stand up the solar panel so you can direct it towards the sunlight. So let's do that. So now I'm going to use the XT60 connector that goes into the solar panels with an MC4 adapter. And that came with this R1500. So let's plug it in. Each one of these panels is up to 50 watts, so therefore I have up to 200 watts capability here, and that would be in like perfect sunlight. But this device can actually accept up to 650 watts. So if you want to buy multiple solar arrays and connect them together, you could actually charge up this device in perfect conditions about 2 hours. Now this R1500 can store just over a kilowatt hour of energy, and most of my e-bike batteries are less than that. So what that means is I could have this charging in the sun all day. It'll be fully charged at night. When I'm done riding throughout the day with my e-bike, I can plug it in and have a fully charged battery when I wake up in the morning. Which means that if I go on a camping trip, I can ride in perpetuity thanks to the sun. All right, another cool thing that this AllPowers R1500 has is app compatibility. I can connect this up to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and be able to see a lot of things in the app, whether that is monitoring usage or how much draw I'm pulling from these solar panels. I can also turn on and off certain things like the AC power outlets or even DC power. This also has Wi-Fi connectivity. Unfortunately, I was not able to connect up to the device because it forces you to log in through either Google, Facebook, WeChat, or one other option. And once you do that, it then requires you to have a Wi-Fi account and password for the device itself. And It says in the instruction manual that there should be a QR code somewhere to scan, but there is none on this device or any that I could find through the user manual. So unfortunately, I was not able to connect this up to Wi-Fi. Now, I really do like that I can connect locally through Bluetooth without having any kind of forced login and no internet connection. So I can still use this no matter what if I'm out in the sticks and don't have internet. All right now I have multiple devices plugged in. So I have a USB-C cable running to charge up my camera batteries. I have AC power getting plugged into this scooter here so that I can recharge my scooter. And I have 15-watt output for wirelessly charging my phone on top. And I can see all the information not only on the front of this device showing me that right now, since I have the solar panels plugged in, I'm getting in about 86, 87 watts of power because of the amount of sun I'm getting. And then the output is about 65 watts. Now, it's cool because I can see it on the device, but I can also see it right here in the app and it's fluctuating in real time. I can turn on and off those certain elements in the app like I just talked about, but what I like about this particular device is that I can have all this input power and output power happening at the same time. And not only that, but it is using the excess that's coming in to store in this battery. And this is a lithium iron phosphate battery, which means that it has really high cycle count. In this case, this one has 3,500 cycles, and it is really safe as far as thermals go. So I could be able to do something like this every day for like 10 years or something like that, and I'd still have cycles left. When I'm not using this out camping, I'm gonna be able to use it as an uninterruptible power supply. This also has a sine wave converter in it, so it gives clean power at all times. So my valuable devices that I wanna run on this with electronics will be safe. Even when I have a power outage or a brownout or anything like that, this will kick on within 15 milliseconds to be able to provide me that power. And this is like 3 times more than a typical UPS system. So it has a lot of capability here. If you have maybe like a CPAP machine or anything that you need to rely on power like that in a power outage, this would be a good device. So far with my experience with the AllPowers R1500, I really like this device. It seems very high quality for the size and capability. I have seen it as an original listing price of $999, but on sale for as low as $500. And for everything that it offers, I think that is a really great deal. If you want to learn more about the AllPowers R1500, see the discount link in the description below. And as always, at deals.missgoelectric.com, I have a ton of different discounts for all of the things that I review. Thank you for watching this latest video, and until next time, drive, fly, ride. Go electric.